Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Nitro Addiction. We are still getting the racer ready for the race. Rusty RC Nitro's in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing today? I'm doing good, brother, doing good. Finally got off those 12-hour shifts so I can get back on here and hang out with the Nitro fam. TK18, what's up, brother? How you doing today? Getting the old computer fired up. Give me 1 sec. I hate that. Always wants to put an ad over top of the comments. I don't want a stupid ad there. I just want the comments. There we go. Yeah, right. Rusty says, finally been a minute. Yeah, it's been a long minute. Got them fat checks and race tracks ready. Yes, sir. I've seen a video of the track and it looks really nice. They redid it for this winter's series that they got going. Sunday's the first race. It's gonna be my first official race. So we're gonna see what we got. So appreciate everybody joining in and hanging out while we get all our racing stuff added in here. So we'll put these servos in a little bit. For any of you guys that didn't see over the last couple episodes, we're running 170 SBL Protect for the steering, 170 TBL Protect for the throttle. I still have not gotten my new engine broke in yet, so we're going to run the old one for the first race, and then hopefully I get a chance to get the other one broke in. That's the plan anyways. I also need to get a brush and clean some of this crap off of it. I'm not going to get it 100%. We'll get our smaller brush out to get in some of those tight spots. Hope everybody's having a good week. Actually pretty nice not having to work those crazy hours, so I'm having a good week. that wing. We're gonna swap it out anyways. So what's everybody been up to these last 2 months that I haven't been able to come hang out with you guys? I think that'll work for now. Alrighty. Yeah, I got a pit, man. My buddy's been on here a few times. Tony, just a local guy that I met out at the track. Really nice guy. He has another guy that he pits for, but that guy will be in a higher class than me, so we should never have a conflict, you know, with whose turn it is. But you're always welcome to drive out here and help out if you want, bro. I'll scoot some of the RCs over and we'll get an air mattress. Let's see. Yeah, I hope I get first. Pimp says, John, I have no life. Why you say that? You can smell that car. It smells like dirt, don't it? Pulling nitro duty, watching the summer slip by. Oh yeah, spent half the day finding a bump box that works on a CRT5. Man, it only took you half a day? I'd say that's pretty good. But hey, at least you found one, right? And we'll get her mostly clean, but we're not gonna be able to get all of it. This brush definitely ain't gonna make it shiny, it's just gonna knock off the dusty layer. Now the cool thing with them having the races going, I'm guaranteed to have the air compressor fired up so I can so I can blow it all off when I'm done. Well, let's see. Broke open a Kyosho half nine and stole it? What's a half nine? These things are tiny. The CRT5? Yeah, what are they, like 1/16 scale? Track was a little wet when I was up there in Vegas. I collected some real dirt. It's not just dust, so the brush won't take it off. I think that gets most of it. So I see people use simple green all the time. You guys ever do that? Just hit it with simple green and then, I don't know, I guess just let it dry? Wipe it off? No, 'cause I don't think they're rinsing it off. $1/16. Yeah, I thought it was something like that. Alright, so next what we're going to do is we're going to take out all of the center electronics and the center diff, because it's all attached anyways. Like this servo is attached to here. The battery box is kind of attached to this, and the servo is attached to this center brace. So we'll take multiple things out together. hear something squeaking, but I can't tell which one it is. As soon as you're running. To start with, I'm going to run the block engine. This guy. I haven't had a chance to break in the new OS yet. Well, even when I went to Vegas, I didn't want to spend a bunch of time trying to break in an engine because I was limited on my time. I wanted to run. All right, let's see. Probably flip it over first and take out the tranny. Where did the original go? Small airplane tank valves. Yeah, I know, and I keep thinking about it, but then I have to be able to haul it. My car's already packed. All the stuff I bought since I've been here is gonna make it even harder to get things home when that time comes. Big John D, what's up, my brother? How you doing? So he has the OS TZ18, and those are good engines. JD says, "What's up, JD? How you doing, brother?" We're the JD Bros. As I was saying the other day, the receiver in here is still good, but we got a brand new one we're going to put in it, just so we don't have to worry about it. Andrew Pope's in the house. What's up? Yeah, my days aren't so long anymore. Working 10-hour days like going on vacation after all them 12s. Yeah, so on these newer Technos, the servo mount is built into the center brace when they used to just be part of the tray, and this was all separate. So now it's attached here, and then this portion of the tray is attached to the center diff. So it's like everything's connected on these. Yeah, I want to say thanks again to JW for letting me borrow the servo while mine took a shit. Where did it go? Somewhere I have a 1.5. There it is. The hell? Looks like it's full of dirt, but I don't see anything in there. Got me a nice little pick. So let me some new electronics. Yes, sir. I don't know why this does not want to go in there. What the hell? What in the world is going on? That's what I used to put it in there with, but it's like it's the wrong size. I don't remember it being different. I'll be right back. I'm gonna give me a drink real quick. John Bishop, what's up? All right, so we got ourselves a new R304 SB. Crap. Just got the show started, my phone's about to die. Good thing I looked up at it. John Davidson, how's it going, brother? Long time no see. John Bishop says, not much at work. Hell yeah. Checking out the Nitro Addiction while we're at work. I like it. Put all this back together before I lose this tiny little screw. I know my hands are in the way, but it's hard to get these screws in there with the antenna in there. Kind of have to get them in there at the same time. Bob's RC, what's up? Open calls come in. All aspects, what's up? Off the guy, what's going on, brother? Hope it stays at work. What do you do, John? Big Boys Toys is in the house. What's up, my brother? How is everybody doing today? It's beautiful out today. Yeah, how you feeling, big boys? Hope you're feeling better. Mary Hughes said they'll be over after there. I told them drop it in. They hit the like button. Rink said I suck. I told him swallows. Living the dream, all aspects. How about yourself, brother? 2 Johns. We got 3 Johns in here. 4 Johns. John Bishop, John Davison, John D, and me. 4 Johns in one. All in one place. Big Boys, newest member to the Nitro Addiction family. Want to say thanks again for your support and hitting that membership button. Appreciate you, bro. All right, so model select. No. I gotta go to receiver, TFHSS. So yep, it's on normal. Now what we do is, oh, gotta go back up here. Hold that button down. Nope, I'm a liar again. There it is. There's a countdown. Push that button and hold it. It starts to flash. It goes orange, then it goes green. And now we are synced. Reading voltage. Cool. And we'll set all the rest of it. After we get everything in. And I still haven't figured out all the settings to these damn receivers or to this fancy controller. It's got a lot of stuff though. So, tuck that in there. So my first one of these, I've already gotten online and registered it. And they ain't cheap. Put this in channel 3. I think. dig through some screws. I think I have screws for this. Hell yeah. Wish I had some double-sided tape. Alright, got the right screws. I think what I'm going to do to help hold this on there so we don't lose it, just hit it with a zip tie. Looks like someone's getting serious about racing. Yeah, I'd say so. You know, I figure if I put a little money into it and get all the nice stuff for it, one thing left to blame is me. So, we're rebuilding the diffs. Putting all new seals in them. We put some 10K in the front, 5 in the rear. We're gonna put 7 in the center. Let's see if we can get a zip tie wrapped around this. Give it a little extra support. Probably run that on top of the servo wire. So for the steering, we're running the 170 SBL. Gets very disappointing when you're knocking on 2K into a buggy and still can't make it 2 solid laps. Yeah, I mean, I've sit out there for 3-4 hours straight. Running laps. The only thing that stops me is staying on my wheels or on the track. How do we know which way this goes? See what the directions say. Yeah, I'd say with everything, all in all, I'm probably pushing that 2K mark. Just got to do it all in stages. Travis in the house, what's up? Alright, off guy, you be careful. It's hard to go fast and constant on a track for sure. It takes time. Yeah, I know. New kits are salty at 750 plus. Yeah, that's why I bought a used one and then just trying to slowly build up everything. But Had plenty of time this summer with the, with the heat. Which way does this go in there? And the track being basically shut down. Guess I better plug it in and make sure it's right, because I don't see any directions telling me which way to plug it in. Let's see. Something's chiming. Hear that? So smooth and quiet. Well, as far as I can tell, it's working. Let's test it the other way though. Won't even go in that way. It's gotta be right. Cool, even comes with like extra spacers. I'm gonna have to loosen it up to get that in there. Prongs up. Let me prongs up. Maybe when I plug it in, the metal, you can see the metal ends. Get out of the way. It's the only thing I don't like about the way all this stuff connects. You got to take out so many things just to do a servo swap. Gives it a little bit of flexibility. I'm gonna have to put it in after I slide it in there. Are you kidding me? It's like I'm gonna have to trim some of that plastic out of the way. What is different? Is it that much bigger? No? Ah, it's because the plug is higher. Now I gotta do some modification. I've never had to modify a servo mount. I'm looking for a stick transmitter for my NITRO. A stick transmitter? I've tried that before. Very complicated. What's up, Raw? How you doing, brother? Wouldn't really want to do any modifications, but yeah, see the brace and the servo mount's all the same. But to get to that plug, I'm gonna have to notch this up. Nobody said you gotta modify this. Things I'm looking for. Very complicated. Please explain. Well, so for me, I'm used to the wheel and the trigger. If you're wanting an actual stick controller, like the old school stuff, or like what they use over in Asia. A buddy of mine wanted to do that, and he had a one of those fancy high dollar ones that you get for a plane. And he wanted me to install it while I was rebuilding. I never put it on the channel, but I did put the truck on the channel. It's that purple Savage that I rebuilt for my buddy. It's from years back, but anyways, so I put that controller in there and tried to drive it. Wow. Like it is something that you really have to get used to. I'm not saying that you can't, just saying for me it was a pain in the butt. I wish 8th scale off-road rally was a thing. One thing I don't like about running 8th is the bodies. Never made sense to me. Every other S-regards to fruits. One realism. Oh, you mean for like the rally cars? So, do have throttle and steering on one stick or two? Usually like the left side is your throttle, front and back, and then your right side is your steering. Which, you know, I'm not saying that's the complicated part, just going from a wheel and a trigger to sticks. Just a different, different feel. For me, it was pretty hard. I almost crashed, so I took it off, so I didn't want to tear up his shit. Hybrid, what's up, my brother? How you doing? We're doing a RC modification. Wasn't part of the plan, but it is now. Come on. It's like I can't grab it and do what I want. Really want to convert just to be different. Hey man, give it a shot. For me it was really difficult, so I was just kind of giving you a heads up. But yeah, if you want to try it, I couldn't recommend any specific models though. I do know that the good ones are really expensive. That is not cool. Like, I don't know how they're getting that servo in here. some if you have different flight modes, so that you don't have to what? What are cheaper? We're trying to have blocking thoughts. Oh, I see. Remember, so we'll do the open trailer, and which one's already doesn't work out. Yeah, I definitely wasn't planning on having to modify this. What kind of shenanigans is going on here? Yeah, Travis, let us know how that works out. X-Acto knives are good for a lot of things. Ooh, almost there. I use Futavas for my hair stuff, mostly crashing. Yeah, that's why I don't do hair stuff. Invest in a Dremel. Yeah, I know. Even has a return to center option for the throttle stick. Nice. I don't know, as many times as I've needed a Dremel, you'd think by now I would have one, but I got a poor man's Dremel. This thing is bound determined not to fit. Dremel with a cardboard. Yeah, I know. Solar Racer got my finger last year. I had to crazy glue it back together. That's what the crazy glue was invented for. Face planted 4 jets in the last month. Damn. But that was expensive. We got Z in the house. Just busted out my Nitro RC the other day, and oh man, do I miss the sound and smell. Yep. Welcome to the channel, Z. If you've been here before, I just don't remember seeing your name, so welcome or welcome back. Either way, thanks for joining in. So, for those of you guys that are not sure what I'm trying to do here, I have to be able to get that plug in there without taking out too much of this leg and making it unstable. Went from flying 3D helis that setup is everything. 95% setup, 5% flying. Yeah, at times like this, I do wish I had a Dremel. Can't believe it's this much trouble to get a damn servo in there. Still got another chunk to take out. Sorry I'm not being very talkative, but I'm trying not to cut myself. I don't really like the way that thing is set up. Well, get the hair out of there. I did get it to work. Better double check it. Make sure I've got it plugged in all the way before I get it. Before I get it back in the car. Well, I won that battle. Gotta feel the pain a little, make sure the lesson sticks. No. Unless you're talking about those jets you're crashing. Promise PTSD. Never thought of that. Darn good idea. I'm from the shaky thumbs. In the form of shaky thumbs. Let's see. I have a dedicated butter blade that turns blue like chrome drag exhaust from use. I would check around and see if there's a mount up there for that. Yeah, it might make it a little weak, but once everything's tied together, it should be good. Check out the track this weekend. I mean, they might, but I doubt it. Ace Warrior. There's a new one. What's going on, brother? Thanks for checking us out. Get rid of the crankshaft silicone. What do you mean? The crankshaft silicone. Talking about inside the engine? That's what doobies are for. Yes, inside the engine. Why? What does that do? I've never heard of anybody doing that. Sorry, I'm doing a bunch of shit off camera here. Damn, I need a new mount anyways. I didn't notice that. I was wondering why it was coming loose though. Yeah, so blew out that screw hole. SOAB, what's that? Mine deteriorated, so I scraped it clean. What is that? I guess the question is, what does that? Does it do anything to help? Never heard of anybody doing that. Or soon, or were they drilled and filled? Yeah, where they drilled and filled down inside the crank. The ramp. Nothing wrong with silicone. Don't leave fuel sitting in the engine. Yeah, I definitely don't have any spares of this piece, so I'm gonna have to order one, but I won't have it in time for the race. Don't worry, Travis, I'm not. That's because the engine still functions if the engine crashes. I'm sure it can, but it serves the purpose of it's like a ramp for the fuel. Helps with the flow. I mean, if it just deteriorated out, not a big deal, but I'm not going to force the issue. The orange in the ramp, like where fuel comes down from the carburetor into the center of the crankshaft. I'm just used to seeing you do nice work on your vehicles. That heck job ain't your way. Yeah, don't worry, bro. It's all good. I appreciate you looking out for me. I mean, like I said, that orange silicone serves a purpose. Probably won't necessarily notice much of a difference unless you're like, hell, I don't know. I'm sure some people can tell. Sorry guys, I'm doing shit off camera, not even thinking. Alright, so I got it in there. I wonder if a little bit of tire glue would help hold that. I wonder if a longer screw would help. Alright, before we put it in, we're going to check one more time. And most of these wires have a brown or a black on the outside, and you can tell which one's the negative. On here, you actually got to read it. You guys probably can't see it there. There it is. Sucks I had to modify it, but spent all that money on it, it's going in there. And it works. Now what I think I want to do is see if I can find a little bit shorter screw. What is this? Usually red color of the intake port of the crankshaft. Yeah, red or orange or whatever. Alright, we'll make it work. Alright. Oh, it'll be fine. I was worried I was going to pop through there and dig into this wire, but it should be fine. I need a longer one. Does this mean that you have to modify the other side? I don't know. I haven't got that far. No, it's got more of an opening. I think, yeah. Yeah, it should be fine. Thank God, because I don't want to have to do it again. All the different screws that I have. It's not ideal, but see if we can make this solid. Ooh, I like it. That'll hold me over until I get a new deal. Why is my phone dinging? I guess no reason. My mess is getting a little out of control. Hey, Mama. How you doing? All right. We got that guy in there. So Ace, I'm going to say it probably will function normally, but they do put it in there for a reason. If you want to have it fixed, like whoever it was it John? One of them, I think, yeah, John Smith says, send it to RC Renew. They probably have the right kind of stuff for it. I wouldn't do it on purpose, but yeah, if it was deteriorating and you took it out, it's not going to stop it from running. Now, if the timing of the engine is set specifically to where it needs the fuel ramping through there, and taking that out slows down the flow of fuel, just because it's going straight down, hitting the crank, and it's not ramping in the correct direction. I guess in theory, you could see a difference. I don't know. not gonna pretend that I know. But it is a possibility. And I bet one of the forums on, like you could Google the forums. So I'm sure somebody can tell you. There's still wrong without it, but it may tune. I was thinking maybe the same thing, that it might tune a little different. Good point off now. Because yeah, like I said, you're with that ramp, it's hitting it and flowing smoothly straight down into the engine compartment itself. Without it, it's like it's going to hit and not have a smooth transition. It's kind of the same way with like if you're looking at ductwork for your air conditioner. If it doesn't have the baffles directing the air is going to hit the end of the square duct and kind of bounce, and it's not as efficient. So you may have that kind of issue with it, but I couldn't say for sure. It's similar to port polish on a two-stroke, keeps the combustion chamber charged, smooth flow, etc. Yep. That's kind of what I was thinking as well. I think that's going to hold rather nice. But yeah, definitely got to get a new one of these pieces. Just sucks, I got to take it all back apart and do it all over again. Modify it and everything. It sucks. But, if the servo works really well and it doesn't take anything away from it, maybe it was worth it. So this is pretty neat. You actually get like an extra. Oh, okay. So you get which would be a shorter version. So if your receiver is really close and you don't want all this extra wire, which, hell, watch this one here be the right length. That's cool. Oh hell, that'd probably work out just fine. Might be a little tight in there, but you wouldn't have a ton of extra wire. So if we use this one, we have a lot of extra wire with that one. I'm just gonna leave it for now. When I redo it, I may switch that out, because all that extra wire inside that box is going to be kind of a pain in the butt. When I say redo it, I mean when I get a new brace. So now the tricky part with this, like a little hook. It helps hold your wire. In the right spot, but I don't want it. Damn wire's got a mind of its own. There we go. Because yeah, what I don't want is for that hook to be setting on the wire. What happened on it works engine, it still ran. Put down and clean it up because it can't get into the glow plug. Oh, like the extra silicone. I messed with something, that value of nothing drawn. Travis, he's saying that it deteriorated and fell out. He didn't take it out on purpose. Yeah, it started coming apart on him. And yeah, exactly. And there's a little, yeah, you don't want all them extra pieces in there. But yeah, it's not something you want to do on purpose. You know, as an actual true broken piece, I'm gonna have to say that piece of plastic that screw's going in would be the first piece of actual plastic that I've broke on this. I mean, other than the wing, but oops. Didn't mean to kick you guys across the room. That's cool, it comes with these spacers, but I didn't need it. That, I don't think it would have worked for the way mine was sitting. It would have brought that plug up way too high. But if you need them, it's cool that you have them. And usually when you get these, all these different horns, they're usually like real flimsy, soft plastic. These are pretty solid. So like, it seems like everything about it is a little higher quality than your cheaper ones. So not too bad. All right. So before I can put that in, I need to put this in. I think I want to drop down and wait. Seems like I lost some. Seems like I lost some fluid. I was looking for my needle nose and they were right in front of me. Yeah, I don't know how many of you guys saw the race that was going on at Drake's Speedway this weekend, but man, that track looks really cool. Can't wait to have an opportunity to go over there. I was looking on the website. Seems like on Sundays, at least when there's not a race weekend, track opens at 10. It's like 10 to 5. You can go up there, and I think it was $20 for all day. Definitely gonna go hit it up. Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, it was pretty cool because they start their race like up on a ramp behind a gate. When they drop the gate, you know, everybody's sitting there basically, in a straight line across, and gate goes down and everybody takes off just like motocross. It was really cool watching it. I need a new bearing here pretty soon. Yeah, this fluid or this oil inside of this diff is a lot worse than the other one. Line forward basher, what's going on, brother? Another electric guy with a pretty cool channel. Check him out when you get a chance. He's always working on something during his lives. I'm gonna go hit this with some brake cleaner real quick. That's nasty. I'll let those soak for a little bit. Alright, let's see. Just got done with the skate park rip. Good to hear. Hello, everyone. I'm an idiot who jumped 2-story houses. I was like, where's the 10 GT re-release? Nice! I'm back in 94. I was racing Serpent Impulse, Impact gave Florida Gas Nationals and On-Road State Series. Nice. It's not all electric. Tisk tisk. That's just the only thing I've seen. Oh, you like my blue towels? 10 pack at Costco for, what is it, like 15, 16 bucks? If I'm not mistaken, something like that. But yeah, awesome shop towels. It's like a sweet one, Nitro, but I always wanted one, but I really don't compete any. I used to not. I've had, I think this would be like my 6th buggy. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have like 5 or 6. I've traded a couple away and then gotten a couple more, but I've never been in the race scene, but I'm close to a really nice track, and I'm going to join my first real race this weekend. You know what they say, somebody's got to come in last. But as long as I'm having fun, that's all that matters. Alright. So I got new O-rings, got a new gasket. So we're gonna be tough. I have a Shepherd Launch V10 powered by a STS engine 833. It screams. Sounds like it. Just a friendly reminder, if you forgot to hit that like button because we're all old and have dementia, please don't forget it. Makes us feel good. Really, that's all the like button is. It just makes us feel good. Come on, gather. Get. Texas Hill, what's up? He says I'm the 14th like. Yes, sir. Thanks, bud. Appreciate you. Actually, that tile's got all the dirt on it. Man, it's so hard to keep everything clean when you're running off road. Put just a little bit of grease down here to help give it a seal. Sometimes I don't know if it's worth having the fan on. Alright, I need to clean this bearing. Hybrid's back, what's up? Do miss the smell of nitro pits. I love the smell of nitro. Oh, hell yeah. Appreciate the likes. Be so proud of me if you saw how much I've been wrenching lately. Only slept a few hours last night. Did a piece on a 47-hour Amazon motor. Put in the GT, almost a gallon though it's still going. Can't believe it hasn't blown up yet, right? Sleep is overrated. Cars need fixing. Yeah, tell that to me in the morning when I can't hear the alarm. I didn't realize my needle nose were covered in the nasty grease. So we got fresh O-rings, fresh gaskets. Oh, I forgot to put that in the magic liquid. I'm addicted to wrenching. I think that's half of the addiction is the wrenching part. Or maybe break it into thirds. A third is finding stuff, looking up, finding it, ordering it, wrenching, and driving. I think it's about even across all three. Do for a living on real cars, then all night on RC cars. Man, I couldn't, maybe that's why I don't play with electrics much. I'm an electrician by day. I don't want to go home and play with more wires and electric stuff. I couldn't do it all day and then at night as well. I get burnt out on things. Stupid fan. Oh, thanks, brother. Yeah, I don't know how well you can see it on. And you can kind of see it. Looks better when there's more light on it, but it's a skull in a cemetery. Probably hard to see, though. I mentioned the wrench, waiting on some parts. I mean, trucks need the same maintenance schedule as a real monster truck. Always thought I would get burnt out too. 47 years, not yet. Yeah, if I'm not careful, I get burned out on anything. One of those people, I'll get obsessed and can't get away from it, and then I'll just burn myself out and have to take a break. Of course, monster trucks, I mean, that's totally different. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I just swapped the heads of my GF Honda Pilot. Only to find rings there, so I gotta swap engine out. Damn. How many miles you got on that thing? Texas? We used to have an MDX, and we really liked it. And I mean, you know, MDX, Acura, it's Honda, it's all the same. Probably the same engine as that Pilot, and they use those rubber timing belts. You got to replace them every 100,000 miles. It was a damn good car, but we don't want to worry about the timing belt anymore. What do you mean? Heavy line work can put out? If you're talking about my tattoo still, I don't really have much line work in it. Like, he didn't do an outline, he just, I don't know, it was like doing a painting. If that makes sense. She killed it right without, oh damn, 130,000. The rubber timing belt, yeah. Yeah, we didn't have one break on us, but it was just one of those things that we didn't want to worry about anymore. Which we wanted a Toyota 4Runner anyways, but I was looking at another MDX, and they got some really nice ones, and they were cheaper. But that rubber timing belt, I don't like it. drivetrains go through hell. It took me 3 years to create the perfect recipe for bulletproof diffs. What, in your electrics? That's the text of the pilots known for oil consumption. Yeah, so are those the newer CRVs. They have oil dilution or something like that. The gas seeps down through the rings and dilutes the oil. And heavy line work on cars. Oh, okay. I get you. I don't know the lingo for mechanics. I can pull out a commission like burnout. Don't want to do it no more. It's easier when you just little screws. Yeah. All right, stop flopping around. Okay, this is the center, so we are going 7K. You know what? Still got some. Yeah, we'll just hold on to that. We use the new stuff. 1-Up oil diff 7K. So we're running 10 in the front, 7 in the middle, 5 in the back. Come on now. Get over there. Up the test screwing me up. Yes, in the Army 6s. Jason Kelly, what's up, brother? How you doing, my friend? I'm million weight in the center with some amount of some silicone earplugs. Yeah, I don't need it that thick in the middle for hitting the track. 50K front, 20K rear. On these don't work. 3 more cars ready to rip this weekend. Should have done a live stream. Uh-oh, I don't think I hit the holes. Damn it, man. Hate it when we miss the holes. I'm talking the screw holes. Good to meet all of you. Last editing to finish for turning. Appreciate you dropping in, brother. I haven't seen New Year's pop up lately, so haven't been in there lately, bro. Oh, okay. That's right. Mine almost died early, right after I started, and I knew I needed to plug it in too, but I forgot. Enough of that. We're gonna get out the real driver. So I pulled up at work. It said I'm done. Gotta save the wrist. Need that flex for race day. Yeah, right? Yeah, the one and only time that I actually did participate in a race, our mains, we were just messing around, but it was a 10-minute main. Man, your wrist starts to kind of get sore holding the angle, I don't know how they do that shit for an hour straight. And keeping that focus. So you come over here. All right. So that goes towards the rear. That's front, that's rear. Okay, so like that. Goes that way. Which means this goes. Like this. gets kind of confusing. I'm just going to sit just like that. Gear goes towards the back. I got some oil buildup around this. I'm assuming it's from the center diff. Seemed like it had leaked a little. Definitely going to save the wrist with these long-winded bastards. Gotta make sure I don't get this too tight, because if I do, it doesn't want to release. Yeah, like that, it's just a hair tight. You don't have to back these off much, but if you don't back them off a little bit, the brake doesn't want to release. Got the brake on, I let go of it, it should spin freely. Because when I first got it, I went through it and then I put these back on too tight and it wouldn't release these little levers. So brakes on, let go of it, spins smoothly. All right. Pico Pimp. Welcome to the channel, brother. Welcome to the brother channel. The concentration headaches are real. I bet they are. One of the biggest problems I've had up there trying to drive is like the wind will catch me just right and blow right inside my glasses and like tickle my eye, you know, make my eye water. Kind of hard to see like that. And if it's really hot and you're sitting there sweating, sweat gets in your eyes and starts burning, you can't stop what you're doing. But it's only supposed to get to like 98 or maybe 100 Saturday or Sunday. I know that sounds hot for most of the world, but around here, that's a cool front. Buttery smooth. Okay, so now we'll whip out the old TBL for the throttle. Now this one we're definitely going to use the short cord. That's cool, they give you different options. What's up, Grandma? How you doing? Bananas help salty eyes look like you're crying because you went blind and ate the corn. We're working on, we are getting ready for the race coming up this weekend. So we're working on our Nitro Buggy Techno MB 48 2.2, and we're just throwing in some extra goodies. Rebuilt the diffs, replaced the servos. Eventually we're going to replace the engine, I just got to get it broke in. Best part is we don't have to modify this mount. Picos are animals in my opinion, but Italian engines are mean, some more than others. Yeah, so just my opinion. Yeah, Picos are badass. Lots and lots of power. all these pieces out of the way. Yeah, sorry to make it all live, but I had to get ready for this live. Where'd it go? All right. That's crazy how the servo holds this whole switch compartment, transponder holder compartment, holds it all in place by mounting it to the mounts that come off of the center diff that is the servo mount. It's just weird how they tied all that together. And like, this doesn't actually bolt down to the buggy. Just through these mounts. Just a different design. You just finished your live now? Yep, I figured. Those Pico's got a lot of power to them, that's for sure. Told off to let you know I'd be here when I was done. Yeah, he told me. Using your new servos. Yep, got both of them in. I actually had to modify the mount to get it in because of the way that the plug sits on it for the steering servo, but had to cut into the plastic a little bit to make it fit. All right, So all new electronics. Got 2 new servos. Got a transponder. Put a new receiver in it. So hopefully we don't have any issues. It feels like that wire's sitting right on the edge of that plastic. Here's the tricky part. Getting all these wires to fit in that little compartment. Nice thick piece of foam just to hold it tight. Do I have that in upside down? Doesn't seem like it's sitting down in there far enough. There we go. That's what we want. Hey, wires in the house, what's up? Grandma, did you not hear me? I thought I answered you. But yeah, we're using the new servos. All new electronics. some reason. Seems to be the hardest part. Oh, look at you, get in there. I think it went without crushing any of the wires. It's all good. Nice buggy. Good luck with race and subject. Hey, appreciate you, bro. Yeah, we got all the hard stuff done, so now it should be smooth sailing. Screw does not want to get in its home. Get in there. Alright, now comes the fun part. Alright, so this being our extra, it's gonna go in, oh, goes in the third port. Power goes in the fourth port. Pretty sure a really long one is steering. Gotta find my switch. The only thing bad about these switches is you lose them. Oh, I was in Vegas. JW gave me a couple of, actually like a whole set of axles for the Mugen. What happened to my switch? There's the rest of what JW gave me. Some planet gears and another set of axles for the Mugen. I don't know what I do with my switch. Feel we might be in trouble. What year did that bogey come out? This one here, this is the 2.2. Within the last year or two. I don't know exactly when it came out. What the hell? Hoping I didn't mistakenly throw it away. I remember checking it out on my toolbox. I think my toolbox ate it. That's messed up. Well, this one kind of works, but it cuts out. If I can't find it, I'll have to buy another one. I got it backwards. Every time you turn these servos on, they play a song. Okay. And I got a light flashing on my transponder. I know it works. With those zeroed out. I wonder if that was part of the reason it burnt out my servo. This thing's sticking a little bit. I think that screw tightened up so much it was holding it really tight. Tube is screwed up, but I can't see wrenches or anything on this end. What are you talking about? You went to sleep. What you talking about? Can you not see anything I'm doing? Good night, Grandma. He went to sleep. I didn't go to sleep. Are you talking about Hugh? It was fun, bro. Just saying, I can't see. Oh, membership or wrenches on this one. Ah. Well, you've got both. Did you try opening your eyes? You're probably looking at those welds too long. Yeah, like I'm not going to completely set the throttle servo because I need to have the engine in. Just gonna set it on there and put the screw in. And hopefully my dumbass don't forget to fix it, finish it later. Damn it. Put the wrong screw. Alright, don't forget to fix that. Haven't made it to that point yet. I was just teasing you. Alright. Just hoping I didn't get stupid and throw it away, thinking it was the old one. I need that switch. Anywho. Trying to get all this wire to lay down in here. keep saying your name and Superfly Nitro guy. What are we looking for now? My switch. This is the old bad one that keeps cutting out on me, so I got a new one that I've been running. And like, I don't remember taking it out of the toolbox. I'm thinking it's down in the bottom of my toolbox, which is a mess right now. But yeah, I can't find it. Old rusty nuts. Now she's tight. Alrighty, what else? I think I'm gonna switch up that wing. I'm gonna throw that one on there, but I need to wash it. Anyways, that was perfect timing. We got done right at 8. Got them fancy tools. What fancy tools is that? A screw tube. With the scroll wall. We already deleted fixed comment. All I could do was apologize. Good job. What the hell? I don't know what fancy tools you're talking about unless you're talking about the MIP. This thing here, I love this tool. But that's it for tonight. Tell you what though, we might be back tomorrow night. If you guys are bored, want to come join us, I think one more night we'll get this here all cleaned up, the engine. We'll get it put back in with the new fuel tank, and then everything will be good to go. So, nice work, brother. Thanks, sir. That nice. Look like MIP drivers. Oh yeah, these are the newer ones too. They don't have the wrap around here anymore. Now they got a ring here, and I think it's engraved. Yeah, it's actually engraved now. So these are nice. I like them. Other than that though, we don't have anything else that's nice tool-wise. Everything else is just cheap, cheesy tools. But anyways, appreciate you guys. Have yourselves a good night. Hopefully we see you tomorrow. We will be back to do another show. We're going to complete it. We're going to put the shocks in. We're going to get the fuel tank and engine in. And we're ready to race. So thank you guys very much for joining in. I appreciate you. And until next time, much love and peace.